I see so many fentanyl deaths. The body can be an old person, a middle-aged person, more and more often it's a young person. And I look at the toxicology and it says fentanyl, 0.008. And I say that's enough to kill.
Fentanyl is an opioid. It's been used in medicine for quite some time. I use it in my practice too. Exceedingly potent, so people talk about it being 100 times more potent than morphine, for example.
You start to breathe more and more shallowly. And as the oxygen in your blood decreases and decreases and decreases, pretty soon the coronary arteries are carrying blood to your heart that doesn't have enough oxygen to keep your heart going. We call it respiratory depression leading to cardiac arrest. Oftentimes the person never even knows it's happening.
In 2023, the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration estimated that for each confiscated pill, nearly 7 in 10 had a lethal dose of fentanyl. This right here is a packet of sugar. You see it every day on your table, but if this was fentanyl, enough fentanyl in this little sugar packet would kill an entire graduating class of teenagers. It should give you an idea of how deadly this really is.
And what's even more concerning now, what's emerging, are the counterfeit medications. The counterfeiters are making tablets containing fentanyl with the population not realizing that that's occurring.
The objective is mass production for profit. And because there's no quality control in these clandestine laboratories, it causes an increase in poisoning and overdose deaths in the United States because there's no way to control how much fentanyl is in each counterfeit pill. One pill could contain 1 milligram, one pill could contain 10 milligrams of fentanyl. And that's a driving force behind the increase of tragic deaths in the United States.
There's individuals out there that think it's safer to take a pill because of the pharmaceuticals quality control. And what they don't realize, again, the counterfeits look exactly like those pharmaceutical products.
They get the industrial grade pill presses, and so they can make the pills that look almost better than the actual pharmaceutical pills. They can make it look like it's an Xanax bar, they can make it look like an antidepressant, whatever.
We just had one, actually, in our hospital. They bought a Percocet, thought they knew the dose, and it had no oxycodone in it, no acetaminophen. It was purely fentanyl.
I remember getting two 17-year-olds completely unrelated in the same week. Both of them were buying Percocets on the street just to experiment. Both of them didn't know that those Percocets were made by drug dealers and they were solid fentanyl with no Percocet in them at all. I had a 13-year-old girl who was just experimenting. She had one of the highest fentanyl levels I've ever seen.
We don't live in a world of experimental drug use any longer. We know from our scientific testing with absolute certainty that fentanyl is contained in a wide variety of drugs that we seize. It's been found in cocaine, it's been found in methamphetamine, it's been found in heroin, it's been found in ecstasy, it's been found in marijuana.
I had several people in my family, close family members who have lost loved ones because they think they're getting weed, but the weed was laced with fentanyl. Good friend lost a kid because of the same thing. You thinking it's a simple pill, but it's laced with fentanyl.
If you're a user, it's really hard to get out of that lifestyle, right? But who's bringing that into the community? It's the dealers that are really bringing it in, and they're facilitating this tragedy.
We've been working hard these past few years in Virginia to apply the maximum penalties for transporting, manufacturing, and dealing deadly drugs like fentanyl within our state.
We've been able to pass legislation and recently got a conviction on a distribution of a weapon of terrorism being fentanyl here in Smith County.
If you're a dealer, stop it. We will find you, we will bring you to justice, we will hold you accountable. You will not continue to bring death and destruction and devastation to any of our communities, any of our cities here in the Commonwealth of Virginia.
We're going to continue to coordinate with federal, state, and local authorities, as well as our Commonwealth's attorneys. If you're dealing, we will find you, and we're coming after you.
Virginia is no safe haven. We're aggressively going after drug dealers, particularly those who distribute that poison in our community. Whether it be the one time off when a high school student is handing a Percocet to someone, or whether it's a fentanyl dealer, it will not happen in the Commonwealth.
Led by Governor Youngkin and Attorney General Miyares, the General Assembly passed bipartisan legislation to ban pill presses, require mandatory school overdose reporting, hold drug dealers accountable with a new felony involuntary manslaughter charge for fatal overdose deaths, and define fentanyl as a weapon of terrorism.